Hi, I'm Meredith Eisenberg,
And I'm Jasper Blake.
and welcome to the latest edition of Solo Biz Bites. And today we are talking about the sexy part of practice and the not sexy part of practice.
Okay.
You know, when I was in high school, I was on the pom-pom squad for a year. And the whole point of it was for me to learn more about sports, especially football. I didn't learn anything about football. I still don't really like to watch football, but I did learn about basketball. And I actually am sort of a closet basketball fan.
Oh, yeah.
Go Jazz. Hey. and so I was really fascinated. I was listening to this basketball coach talk about how most people really get it wrong when improving their basketball game, because they spend hours and hours and hours shooting baskets, dribbling, shooting baskets, shooting baskets, shooting baskets, when if they really, really, really wanted to improve their game, they would be dribbling, doing agility drills. How fast can you turn around? How fast can you run down the court? Turn, dribble, turn. Because that's 95% of what basketball is.
Right,
it's the movement of the ball up and down the court, not the sexy shooting stuff.
Yeah, I certainly get that. Not from a basketball point of view, but
I bet you would have been good. I mean, you're about 6 feet tall, right? But anyway.
We don't have basketball in Britain.
You're missing out.
But no, I mean, I understand from a bass playing. I play bass in the band, and of course the sexy part is playing along with your favorite band songs.
Sure.
But that doesn't necessarily make you a better bass player. What makes you a better bass player is the diligent work of practicing your scales and working out how runs work and different positions on the fretboard and that kind of thing. So that's the unsexy side of
right. I noticed that I am a very beginning ukulele player, and I spent a couple weeks once just switching chords.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't trying to do a song. I just was going A to C to A to C to A minor to,
Yeah.
And it improved my playing so much.
Absolutely.
Just learning how to make those changes between those chords.
Right.
Okay, so how this all comes to bear for marketing is that a lot of people spend a lot of time and money doing 1,000 things to grow their business, right? And it's the sexy stuff. It's the fancy new conversion page.
Right.
It's the amazing coaching program that will change your mindset and help you to become a better entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's the fancy video card thingy, but really, like, instead of spending your time on tactic after tactic after tactic after tactic,
right,
you really need to focus on 3 basic things.
Okay.
One is traffic. So that's true. I mean, that's the sexy part. People think about eyeballs, all of that, but that's usually where it stops, right?
But the unsexy part about traffic is the fact that you have to be diligent with logging the numbers,
right, and tracking and seeing what you're doing,
seeing whether the conversion rate is happening.
And that's the second part, is that it's all well and good to do paid advertising and throw a bunch of traffic to your site.
Yeah.
If it's not targeted and if you're not keeping track of which audience segments are doing better, then it's kind of like a waste of money.
Absolutely.
Just like throwing all this time and energy into traffic, and traffic without tracking is sort of useless.
Yeah.
So then the next thing that people don't really spend a lot of time on is tweaking for conversion.
That's right. Yeah, there's a whole industry around conversion rate optimization.
Right.
To me, it's fascinating.
So people put up a sales page and they throw traffic at it and it doesn't work. So instead of like tweaking little parts of the sales page to make the sales page work better, or tweaking the traffic to make it targeted better, they just give up and do another product. And believe me, this is the pot calling the kettle black, right? I am the queen of, it's Tuesday, it's time for a new product. Because that's the sexy part. I love the launch and the graphics and all of that.
That's absolutely
right. And
right.
so then at the end of the day, customer experience is something that is so important, because in the end you can sell people into your business, but you need to serve them, and you need to serve them well, and you need to deliver on what you've promised and keep coming up with ways of making it better, so that product that you give up on doesn't ever have a chance for you to launch it again and tweak it to make it better.
Yeah, well, the big problem is that a lot of people think that the job ends with the sale. Oh, I've made the sale, got the money, that's it.
No, that's when it begins. They've hired you.
Yeah. So,
at that point. And that's the thing about membership sites, right? Because people think, oh, I will have a membership site and they will pay me $27 a month for the rest of their life. Well, it doesn't work that way. People do go through their PayPal and they say, what was this?
What am I getting for this?
What am I getting? What am I doing?
Yeah.
And so people cancel. And, software as a service companies, that's like their biggest metric. It's called customer churn.
Yeah.
And it's how many people stay.
Yeah.
How many people are renewing? How satisfied are people? And even if your business isn't a membership site business, if it is, you need to budget some time and expense for customer service, though, for sure. Even if it's not, it's 1,000 times easier to sell to someone who's bought from you before and is happy.
That's right. Then it's just to acquire a new customer from scratch.
I look at one of my clients who's a high-end coach. The percentage of her coaching clients who are repeat offenders, it's 75%. She works really hard to get the new people, but she doesn't have to work as hard to get the old people to renew because she does a good job.
Yeah, and that's really, it's the psychology of it. That's why we have this whole funnel process where people get something for free, then they get like what they call the tripwire product, which is a small price item, because once they have actually paid you some money, then the psychology is that, they're much more likely to buy from you again. So the key is to actually have something for them to buy again.
Yeah, and something in it. Make sure that you always have the next thing in mind, even if you don't have it set up, even if it's just a link to your PayPal. Here's the next product, buy it.
Yeah.
And so that's, make sure that in your business you're focusing on those three things. You want your traffic, you want your conversion, and you want your customer service. And if you do that well, you'll be successful.
It may not be the sexy part of marketing, but if you don't do that, then you're missing out on a lot of money.
So until next time, let's create something amazing together.